I want to bring in Libertas Institute Managing Editor Emma Phillips with us. And Emma, the question really, so many are wondering is how did the land of milk and honey become the land of homeless camps and so many families living day to day?
I mean, to answer your question simply, the government has become too large there for its own good, for anybody's good for that matter. It has become so difficult for people to find a good paying job in California because of the regulations and the burden that the government puts on businesses. When businesses leave for states like Texas or Tennessee or Florida, they take opportunities and they take jobs with them. Also in the last year, the government has shut down so many restaurants and entertainment businesses that employed so many people in that city. And this is a government problem. Now they're trying to come in with a government solution. And when you talk about homelessness especially, this is a crisis of people not being able to find housing that they can afford. Now, what does the city have to do with that? Well, for starters, they're the ones who make the rules on what kinds of housing can go up and where. And if you've ever looked into those zoning laws in any kind of major city, especially Democrat-run cities, it is so difficult to turn a profit other than with luxury housing. So it makes it so that only people who earn a lot of money, who are at one of the few remaining businesses left in California, can even afford a place to live. It's an issue of supply. It's not an issue of there not being enough people in California or not having enough different opportunities in businesses. It's about the fact that the government has come in and dictated how every aspect of people's lives should be run, and now the chickens are coming home to roost.
So real quick then, Emma, on this, because I want to also squeeze in one more thing. Is it too late for them to not go with a big government solution? In other words, could they actually cut taxes, cut regulations at this point, or are they too far gone?
I mean, that's for them to find out. That would be my recommendation if anyone from the government of California is watching this segment right now. Cut taxes, improve opportunity, let people live their lives and embrace freedom, because freedom is wonderful. It lifts people, it creates new opportunities, and it allows people to provide for themselves rather than relying on the government, which of course relies on taxpayers.
I want to stick with Los Angeles and get your thoughts on some turmoil going on in Hollywood right now. Reportedly, the former head of the Hollywood Foreign Press sent an email calling Black Lives Matter a racist hate movement. This, of course, after we learned that the ultra-progressive Hollywood Foreign Press Association hadn't had a black member in almost 2 decades. So trouble in self-righteous paradise. It's weird how this thing always seems to come full circle on them, isn't it?
It's quite interesting, and I don't know if I would agree with the language and the strength of the language in that email. If it were me sending it, I may have phrased things differently, but I completely agree with the sentiment. BLM has pulled one over on a lot of honest people who care about racial injustice, who care about equality, and who say, yeah, sure, I'll send you $10, I'll donate, I'll post your graphics on my Instagram, without knowing that BLM as an organization wants to tear down 3 of the most fundamentally helpful things for underserved communities. They're a Marxist organization. Those 3 things are organized religion, which we know is good for people to be a part of and be involved in a community. They want to tear down the nuclear family, which is one of the ultimate inputs into whether or not someone is going to have a healthy, happy, successful life. And they want to tear down the free market. They want to tear down capitalism, which offers people opportunity. They want to destroy those things, and they do it in the name of racial justice. It's a farce.
Yeah, unless you're the leader of BLM, and then, well, capitalism, real estate, $1 million homes, not so bad. Emma, thank you very much. We'll talk again real soon.